Gotta love my Creo brew. This is the Maya flavor and it's super spicy. Got a little cayenne pepper in it. Get me going this crazy late morning. I have just finished getting the kids ready with their homeschool. They're all working on stuff downstairs, we hope. The younger ones are mostly done. It's just my teenagers that are working on stuff right now. And so I recorded a shout out video on Saturday and I have just not got the time to get it edited. And it just doesn't sound very fluid. And so I decided, actually, Dave, Chef Dave, he told me that I should add it to my live this morning. So I am going to read off 11 more of my favorite smaller channels. Some of them are doing okay on their own. Some of these channels are ones I've been watching for a really long time. Some of them are ones that I am newer to finding. But all of them deserve a shout out and all of them are doing a great job here on YouTube and could use your support. So they are all keto channels this time and I haven't divided them into sections or anything. I am just going to read them out in no particular order. And after I'm done with this live, I will go ahead and add their links to the About section. So you won't be able to find them right away. It takes a few minutes for the video to go live. To be done going live and go onto the page. And then I will edit it. Okay, so hi, I see a few of you are here now. So I'm just going to go ahead and start this list of shout outs today. So the first person I want to shout out today is Ketolicious Life. She has been really supportive of me and my journey, and on my channel, she's always commenting. She is the sweetest, sweetest person, and I just love her. So you guys should definitely check out Ketolicious Life. She talks about struggles with her gallbladder. Recently, she's discovered she has stones, and she's trying to decide whether or not she's going to have it surgically removed or not. And she's just awesome. She has some recipes. She has a cute bird named Jade. She's homeschooler, so we kind of connect on that level too. Anyway, go over and check out Ketolicious Life. The second one on my list is kind of an interesting character. Her name is Kelly Colleen. She has been through the gamut the last few years. She has now become a single mom. She has struggled all her life to get to a place where she can lose the fat. She actually has tried a vegan diet, and most recently she is switching over to keto. And I've kind of been mentoring her a little bit with the way to move from vegan to keto, but it's kind of crazy to see a vegan turning to keto. She's still mostly dairy and eggs, but we shall see if we can convert her over to meat. So you should definitely check out Kelly Colleen and her adorable little son. The third one on my list today is Diamond BBW. Diamond is one of the first YouTubers I actually found when I was searching for keto, and she is just a trip. I love her so much. She has a cute little family. Her 19-year-old son and her, I think, 16-year-old daughter live with her and her husband, and also their 4-year-old grandson, who is the cutest thing ever. And she does weekly weigh-ins. She also does some tips and recipes and things like that. Her weigh-ins are pretty cool. She writes it out on a board for you to see so that you can see her progress and stuff like that. Anyway, I definitely think you should check out Diamond BBW. Number 4 on my list today is lovely little Nonna Grace. Nonna has a little chat channel where she loves to tell stories. She sometimes tells stories about her childhood or raising her kids. She does keto for the health benefits and to stay trim. She is at her goal weight and she is beautiful. And she doesn't always talk about keto, but she's always worth listening to. And she's so supportive of my channel. She watches all my videos and she makes comments. And so I absolutely adore Nonna Grace. Number 5 on my list is Sarah Esby. Sarah Esby is actually one of the channels that I started watching when I first started YouTube, and she's had some struggles. She was recently married and kind of fell off the keto wagon. She's tried actually zero carb carnivore diet, and now she's back to regular keto. So if you want to check out Sarah and watch her journey, she's got some really interesting recipes and things like that. I love Sarah Esby. One of my new favorites is going to go far on YouTube, and I will tell you why. These two girls are gorgeous. They have beautiful light when they do their videos. They're super fun to watch. They're two sisters who are on a weight loss journey together. And they're doing different styles, which makes it kind of interesting. Let's see. One of the sisters is doing keto, and the other one, I think she's just doing calorie elimination or something like that. Or maybe it's just low carb. I'm not 100% sure. They're super, super adorable, and their website or their channel name is Work Dat Weight. And you will see that they already have over 1K subscribers because they are freaking adorable. But they deserve a shout out because they're super supportive of me, and I just love them to death. They're some of my favorites to watch. Another new channel that I've come across recently is Richard Poisson with Keto Nation. Richard has been a coach for keto for over 10 years, but he's new to YouTube, so he could really use your support and in watching his videos, and he's great. He has lots of information. He knows a lot about keto, so he's great to watch. Another one that I don't think anybody has heard of, I don't even know for sure how I found her, is Born to Low Carb. She's actually been doing low carb, but it's really keto because I've been watching her macros and I'm pretty sure she's under 20 most days. So I don't think she's just low carb. I think she's keto. She lives in Florida and she's been on this journey for 12 or 13 weeks and she is being really successful. She does kind of a podcast type thing, check in every week and talks about her weight loss. But one thing that she always shares is places that she's gone, like restaurants or theme parks like Disney World, and what she was able to eat there. So that makes her channel really interesting to me, and she has very few subscribers. So she could really use our help. So head on over to Born to Low Carb. And another cute little girl that I found through a collab. It was actually Keto in Canada's collab that she recently did, I think a few weeks ago, is Brit Star. Oh my gosh, this girl is going to be a YouTube star. She is freaking adorable. She's so fun to watch. She's really pleasant. She has a lot of great information and she's lost a lot of weight on keto. I definitely think that we could support her and help her channel grow, and I think it would really take off. So check out Brit Star. Another one I found on that collab is Caleb Busey. He's actually had some medical concerns recently, so it's kind of interesting to see how keto fits in with all of that. He's a great guy, he's really friendly, and he's really interesting to watch. So I definitely think you should check out Caleb Busey. And my last shout out for this episode is going to be Stanny Slays. Someone suggested Stanny to me, I can't remember. I think it was on my last shout out, and I actually went and checked out her channel. She has a lot of really great content already. Her content is really good. It's nice to watch. She has recipes, food hauls. She talks about macros and fats and things like that. And she's just plain cute, and she's lost a lot of weight on keto. And she has recently started watching my videos and supporting me with comments. So I had to give Stanny Slays a shout out. So that's all my shout outs for today. Hey, work that weight. I just shouted you. Oh, hey, Keto Connect. Good to see you. Oh my gosh, I'm famous now. That's kind of crazy. All right. So my subject for today that I wanted to talk about is YouTube monetization. Any questions that you might have about how to get monetized, how to get paid, the new monetization rules, anything that you guys want to know about that. If you're totally not interested in talking about monetization though, ask me anything. I will see if I can answer. So I'm going to go ahead and scroll through these comments and see if I missed anything important. I totally forgot to set us to no trolling zone when I entered in. So hopefully we won't get any lovely teenage boys stopping by to tell us about their exploits this week. But if we do, hey, I mean, it's great that, you know, our channel is going up and things are improving to the point where teenage boys can find us and chat, right? Okay, let's see. Oh, I always use the wrong hand. It's got to be this one. Hi, everybody. Okay, lots of highs. All right, Go Express asks about intermittent fasting and what my thoughts are on it. I actually do intermittent fasting. I don't do 16/8. I rarely do 24. I always pretty much stick to 15/9. I believe in the benefits of intermittent fasting, but I don't do it necessarily for the health benefits. I mostly do it because it suits my schedule. I'm homeschooling all morning with my kids and feeding them and all of that. And then I'll eat around now, actually, between 11 and noon-ish, whenever I get around to eating. And then I don't get home from dance lessons until close to 8 or 9, which is why I can't ever do a 16-8. Anyway, so I do intermittent fasting. I definitely think it's worth it. I think it's good for muscle protein synthesis, for healing your body and all of that. But I don't think long-term fasts are healthy. I feel like you lose too much muscle mass, and you know that muscle mass is extremely important to me if you've watched my channel. All right, I'm gonna see if there's any more questions on there. Let's see. Patty Montero says, hi, Tammy from Costa Rica. You inspire me a lot. I've been on 5 days of keto. Thank you for your advice. It's helping me a lot. Oh, great. I'm so glad. I love helping people. That's why I started the channel. Let's see. Oh, Jimmy Dijon. Hi, beautiful. Can you please post a video of a dessert for the ketogenic diet? I'm going to have to say no. I can't. And here's the reason why. Unless it's a special holiday like Christmas or Thanksgiving, I do not do keto-fied desserts. I don't make cookies. I don't make anything. The most sweet thing that I have is my Creo brew in the morning, which is roasted cocoa beans. And I cook it I brew it like coffee in a coffee maker. This one is the Maya blend, and it's spicy. It has cayenne pepper in it. I sweeten it with liquid stevia. And the only other sweet thing that you'll usually see me eating is my yogurt. I put a little bit of Mio water enhancer in that just to flavor it up. And sometimes I'll do stevia and vanilla extract. But that is about the most desserty type things you'll see me eating. Occasionally I'll do a Lily's chocolate if I really want to, but that's pretty rare. So if you want to see any desserts, you're going to have to go back to Thanksgiving. I think I posted a couple of desserts on Thanksgiving, but one of the channels I shouted out last time, let's see, Crazy Keto Girl has a lot. And also, of course, Keto Connect. We all know they have the best. Okay. Hi from Canada. Do you have any keto ideas for my kids' lunches? Good question. My kids don't do keto, and I homeschool, so I don't do a lot of packing of lunches, but I would imagine you could do similar things to what I do when I go out on keto. A lot of low carb lunch meats. Be sure to look on the package and make sure you're choosing with 0 carb or very low carb. Cheeses, pepperonis. Tuna packets are great, and you can bring the little mayonnaise packets with them, and they can mix it up in the packet and eat it right out of it. Those are some great ideas that I can think of off the top of my head. You could always pre-cook chicken and put it in there and put it in little bento boxes with different cheeses and things like that. I don't really do keto with my kids, mostly just because I feel like kids should be kids and they should eat what they feel like eating. None of them really have a weight problem. My adult son, I would love him to do keto with me, but he's not even willing to discuss that. So, he's 21. I got to let him do what he's got to do. Okay. Let's see. Seema Ruby asks, are you hungry between lunch and your late dinner? I could never go so many hours. 5 is the max for me. No. I'm actually rarely hungry, and I think that's because I keep my sodium level really high. Oh, I didn't bring my Soleil water over with me today. I left it in the other room. But I have a little Go Stack container that I keep my Soleil water in, and there's videos in my, if you go in my Ketogenic Dieters playlist, there's videos on electrolytes, sodium, and how to make Soleil water. But I just take it with me, and if I start to feel hungry, I take a shot of Soleil, and it usually kills the hunger. It's pretty rare that I get hungry enough to wish that I had food before I decide to eat food. I get hungry in the morning, but never that really ravenous hunger that I had while I was on carbs. And at night, I'm just really busy at the dance studio. I just don't think about it. And one of the problems I've talked about before is that I often forget to bring food for my kids while we're at the dance studio. We're there for 5-6 hours usually, and I don't always remember to bring snacks. And it's sad because a lot of my friends will bring extra snacks for my kids because they know they're going to be starving and I won't have anything to feed them. It's terrible. I know. I'm trying to be so much better about that. I keep forgetting that they're not keto. Someone suggested meat roll-ups with cheese for the school lunches and chicken salad. Those are great suggestions. Worked at Weight says she made some Soleil water. Good job, girl. That's awesome. That's awesome. Can I shout out your channel? It's skeeper87. If you want to check you out. Are you a keto channel? I will check you out if you make sure you comment after the live. Because right now I can't like click on anybody's channel or go and visit them or anything. And when it goes live, when it stops being live, I will lose all the comments. So make sure if you've got a channel you want me to check out for future shout outs that you post it in the comments. She wants to do keto mukbangs. Awesome. That sounds great. Yeah, I'll support you if you post it. So that'd be great. All right, let's see. Oh, bye, Lisa. Good to see you. All right. Going Gonzo says, hey, I like your channel. I'm glad we've connected this week. Me too. I'm starting to get into your channel too. I think we're a little different in the way we like to do things, but I don't have a problem with that. Like, I'm cool with everybody's keto. I think everybody should do it the way they feel like works best for them. I'm not out here trying to convince everybody to convert to the higher protein keto. So if I'm giving that impression, like, don't let that scare you. I'm really there to support everybody, and I am just all for whatever works for you, and I'm just sharing sharing what works for me. I haven't had a chance to check out your channel long enough to shout you out yet, Going Gonzo, but I will put you on my list for the future, and I'm definitely going to be watching your videos. Eggs are great lunches for kids. Yes, duh, boiled eggs. That's fantastic. Duh, Seema. I don't know why I didn't think of that. Because it was like off the cuff, I guess. Let's see. Keto Eaters says, hi, Tammy. I'm doing more protein. Oh, whoops, I lost it. Now and losing weight faster. Blessings. Oh, that's fantastic. Yes, and I know that several other people who watch my channel have had the same experience. I really think it's just because when you're raising your protein and lowering your fat, you're making your body burn more fat off of your body. That's the long and short of it. 70% of our fuel is still going to come from fat when we're fat adapted. Whether it comes from your plate or whether it comes from your body is your choice. I don't recommend doing super low. Like, I'm not a PSMF supporter. If you haven't heard of a PSMF, it's a protein sparing modified fast. And it's basically when you have your fats down to like 25 and your proteins are really, really high, like 150 and up, which the protein level doesn't scare me super bad. I'm not super worried about overeating my protein. My blood sugar, I don't really check, and I'm not worried about my blood sugar as long as I keep losing weight. And I will tell you that the scale has gone back down since I went back on dairy, so I'm hoping that this is my week. Praying that this is my week. Anyway, so yeah, sometimes just the switch over can change things for you. And I know that like Crazy Keto Girl had the opposite experience. She was doing the higher protein for a really long time and was having no success, switched back to regular keto and has lost weight. So it really is just whatever is working for your body, whatever makes your body healthy is what you should do. Definitely mess around with it. If you want to check out my Facebook page, it's not my own Facebook page, Ketogenic Dieters. Head on over there. I'll try and remember to post the link. I've posted the link under several videos, including the last one that I did yesterday. If you want to get personal macros from our chart. Now, our chart's based on multiple things. First of all, the science of Finney and Volek, and their fat, basically saying their fat lever. So, like, I posted a video in the comments of the fats video yesterday about Finney and Volek and what they say. And what they're saying is that in fat loss mode, you're going to be burning more fat from your body and less from your plate, but it's still 70%. It still will add up to 70%. And in maintenance, you will be 70% from your plate in order to stop the fat loss. So if that makes any sense, I don't know. I'm kind of going off on a tangent again. Let's see. Mariah Johnson says, when you first started keto, what was the first change you saw in yourself? Oh, man. That one's easy. My depression went away almost instantly. I went from a horribly depressed hermit who hated going outside and was embarrassed to be seen as a person was afraid to be myself. I felt like if I was big, like my personality is, that I'd be too much for people. And so I would retreat and hide, which made me horribly depressed because that's not me at all. And so the very first thing I noticed is that the clouds kind of cleared out of my head, and I was able to just like see clearly how I felt and like feel normal for the first time ever. I don't know if I have food sensitivities to weed or something like that maybe cleared that out, because I know other people haven't had the same experience. But for me, that was the first thing I noticed, was my brain just felt clear and I just felt happy for the first time in a really long time. And I think that's what made it so easy for me to stick to it at first. Not just the fat loss, which happened really fast too. I think I lost 19 pounds that first month or something like that. That was awesome. But the way I felt, like, just was the best. And that's why I can keep going, because it makes me feel so great. And that was the problem with going off dairy last week, is that I basically felt like crap again. And I was like, no, you know what? Even if I lose weight, I can't feel like this. It's not healthy for me to feel like this. It's not good for my family. So even if I don't lose, I decided I was going to go back to what I was doing, because that's what's been working. And so, you know, if it's not broke, don't fix it. All right. Let's see. Work That Weight says, your channel has helped me so much, especially starting out. Just made it to Goodwill. Gotta go. Okay, bye-bye. Sorry I missed you saying goodbye. That was sweet of you. Seema Ruby asks, do I check my blood sugar? She's debating if she should buy another meter. I don't, because I've never had any issues with my blood sugar, ever. My blood sugar's always been normal, even when I was 374 pounds. And I know that because I was pregnant. Like, I got up to 373, and I was through my pregnancy, and it was a really dangerous and hard and difficult pregnancy and birth. But they checked my blood sugar after I had the baby, and it was normal. The baby's blood sugar was normal. I've never really had an issue with it. So I've never really got into the checking ketones, checking blood sugar thing. I just don't do testing. It's not worth the money. And honestly, I just don't think it's that important. I don't really need to know if my blood sugar changes based on what I eat. I just can know based on how I feel, and whether or not the scale is moving, and whether or not the inches are moving. Like I said in my video the day before, in my weigh-in video, if I go 6 weeks with no change at all on the scale or inches, then I will consider changing things up, maybe checking things. But right now, I don't feel any need to do that. Let's see. Going Gonzo says, we're all a little different, but that's okay. We have the same end goal, and I love that we have different approaches. It shows people there are many successful ways to do keto. You keep doing you. So true. And that's actually why I did the collab with Ailika. And if you haven't gone over to Ailika's channel to check out the first half of the collab, I've noticed that I have like almost twice as many views as she does. And the first half of the collab was actually better than the second half. So if you watched my half and you haven't checked out Ailika's, head on over there and check it out, because the questions in the first half I think were more beneficial to seeing the differences in our approaches. But we've both lost over 100 pounds. She's big into doing like HIIT exercises, lifting, and yoga, and I like do clogging and sit on my butt. Like, maybe someday with the exercise. I just can't fit it in my crazy life. Yeah, trial and error. Yeah, exactly. Like, if it's not working, change things up. Emily Nugent says that's why she's doing it. Also, mental fog. Yeah, I mean, when I eat carbs, I can't think. And also, if I'm low in my sodium, I also can't think. And so I know if I'm starting to feel befuddled, that I probably need a shot of Soleil water. I've probably missed my Soleil water for the day. Really quick, what is my Facebook? I'm not sharing my Facebook. It's my personal Facebook. If you want to find me on Facebook, you got to join Ketogenic Dieters and find me on there. And I may or may not add you as a friend. But you can find me on Instagram. My Instagram is public. Well, you do have to request, but I will add anyone on Instagram. And it's just Keto Chaos. So if you want to find me, message me that way. You're welcome to. Let's see. Going Gonzo says, I'm an amputee veteran doing keto, and it helps with my PTSD and depression. I'm glad you noticed that too. Oh, what a relief. Wow, that's amazing. I'll often watch stories of veterans with PTSD, and it just breaks my heart. Anything that can help with depression and anxiety and PTSD symptoms is a blessing, whether or not we lose fat from it or not. And honestly, that is the best part of keto. All right, let's see. Eric Marquez, hi. He says, found your channel last week. Congrats on your weight loss. Keto's worked great for me. I'm down 50 from keto since October 2017. Keep the videos coming. Fantastic. That's awesome. Congratulations. 50 pounds since October. Man, this diet is just like fantastic, right? I mean, oh, such a blessing. Okay, Christy Fails says, I've been stuck at the same weight for a couple of weeks like you are. Hopefully we can both break this stall. That's awesome, Christy. What kind of keto are you doing? Are you doing the higher fat, lower carb? Are you doing the higher protein, moderate fat? How are your electrolytes? Sometimes when you stall, even if it's a short time, check your electrolytes. Make sure you're getting your 5,000 milligrams of sodium and your 1,000 to 3,500 milligrams of potassium, hopefully from foods or new salt supplements, and your 350 to 700 milligrams of magnesium. Those are really important, and if you don't get your good amounts, your body will retain water, and so you might not lose on the scale, which is kind of why I've been messing with mine a little bit, but I've gone back to my normal. I do a lot of sodium. I do 8 to 11,000 milligrams of sodium a day. If I don't, I get leg cramps and just feel miserable. So that's what I do for me, but it doesn't mean that you have to do that. Did I link those channels I suggested today? Not yet. I can't while I'm doing the live, but as soon as the live converts to a regular video, I'll get into the about section and add those in. Hey girl, Fat Fit Beauty. Jess is here. She's one I called out or shouted out. Called out sounds bad. Shouted out on my last shout out, and she's done really well. She could really still use your help, you guys. She's so close to the 4,000 hours. Oh my gosh, get over there and binge watch Jess's channel. Turn it on in the background and walk away if you want to, and you just don't have time. Just like play it for hours. Jess needs our help. Hi, Jack. Seema Ruby says, I love the collab. Can you please do more with her and others? Yes. I am planning on doing another one with Alika. I'm not sure exactly when. I keep saying Alika. It's Ilika. Ay, sorry about that, sweetie. I don't know why I can't say that correctly. Yeah. And if anyone else is interested in doing a collab like that, either just a questions collab or when we talk about a subject and we just kind of like share it, we could do a group collab. Keto in Canada did that a little while back, and 2 of the channels that I found recently and shouted out today were from that collab. And so, yeah, if you want to do one with me, let me know. Lisa's here. She remembered. Good job. That's awesome. She's down 23 pounds since October. Good job, Lisa. Ketolicious Life is here. I shouted you out. She's 20-ish pounds too since October. She says she's losing slowly. I don't call 20 pounds since October slow. I mean, come on. Any loss is a loss, and I know that everyone's been telling me that lately. I totally know. I feel like maybe I'm being a little bit too real on my channel. Like maybe I was a little bit too honest. I just wanted you guys to know that I can be vulnerable with you guys, that I'm not just like a keto guru or coach, or I know I'm a moderator over at Ketogenic Dieters, and I don't want anyone to think that I don't know my stuff or that I'm not 100% confident in this way of eating. I totally am, and I just wanted you guys to know that I'm human and not perfect, and that sometimes I struggle with emotions too, and when it comes to the scale, sometimes it kills you, especially when you have depression. And so I thought that I would share that with you guys so that you guys could see that part of me. A lot of people commented. A lot of people suggested things. It was a little bit overwhelming. I did try some of the suggestions, but I decided I'm just going to go back to what works for me and be my Zen space. One girl even yelled at me and told me that I was an idiot and I wasn't listening to her and that I'm just going to be so unhealthy and get gout and all kinds of horrible things. And I'm like, okay, sorry. She used to be really nice too. I don't know what happened with her, but anyway, yeah, that's kind of hard, and I guess it's part of YouTube. I guess I expected once my channel took off that I would get some negative, and I I don't mind the negative so much, especially when it comes to like the keto stuff, because I know that I'm flying in the face of what most ketoers believe every time I post a video. And I'm really not trying to like make people uncomfortable. I just want people to know that there may be another option out there that they haven't thought about trying. And that's pretty much it. Let's see. Going Gonzo says, I'm down 132 since he began keto and has no major loose skin. Nice. He's taken lots of collagen. He hopes to help people with, hope people with lots of weight to lose heed this advice. What's my opinion? Yeah, I probably should be doing that. I don't really take collagen. I was taking biotin and collagen for a while for my hair because I was losing a lot of hair, and I stopped taking that and started taking ritual vitamins instead, but it does not contain collagen. I keep meaning to maybe add that back into my diet. Sometimes I'll sneak a sugar-free Jell-O, but that's about it. And loose skin is really starting to become apparent after losing 140 pounds. Definitely I'm starting to see it, but my skin still is full of fat in most places. I have some places that are definitely sagging. I'm not super concerned about loose skin, and this is the reason why. I'm 43 years old. I've been married for 23 years. My husband loves me, and he loved me dearly when I was 374 pounds, and he's going to love me dearly when I'm 135 pounds and I have saggy skin. And I kind of feel like my saggy skin will be my badge of honor. It shows everybody where I've come, how far I've come. People know when they see your saggy skin that you've lost like a freaking crap ton of weight. And that's awesome. And I want people to know that. I don't want to become just the skinny girl and have people go, oh yeah, she doesn't need to blah, blah, blah because she's so skinny. I mean, that would be great, but I want people to know my journey. I want people to remember where I've come. And to me, that's a badge of honor. But hey, if you guys want to try collagen to help with your loose skin, I'm down for anything. Like, try it. Like, totally, totally cool. Going Gonzo says he'd like to do a collab with me someday. Hey, yeah, awesome. Get me on Instagram and message me, and we'll work something out. That'd be great. That'd be totally, totally fun. But you're like a bodybuilder guy. I'm so sedentary. But that's what makes it fun, right? Okay. He says, I know my stuff. Well, I have been studying it a lot, but I've never actually read The Art and Science of Low Carbohydrate Living myself. So I really am starting to think that maybe I need to do that, and maybe it would be fun if I got the book and I studied a section and then like did a video about it and tried to explain the science in layman's terms. That might be fun. I'm not really big into the science. I'm definitely big into the whatever works, do it kind of thing, but I get a lot of questions about that, and I get a lot of like people saying, I don't believe that. And so I don't really have any way to prove it because I'm not the one who studied it. All right, let's see. Christy Fails says she's down 93 pounds since March 2017, and she'd love to be at 100 by March. That would be awesome. I hope you make it. You probably will. 7 pounds by March. Yeah, come on. You got this. 7 pounds is nothing. I can lose 7 pounds in a week. Maybe I will. Jess said she couldn't give up on dairy. Yeah, it was painful and horrible for me. But one of my main mentors, so I have some mentors too, and they are like the lead admin team at Ketogenic Dieters. They were the ones who suggested I go off dairy because it's common for people to retain water with dairy, and that's been kind of an issue for me on and off. They suggested it to me, and she actually doesn't do dairy, so she's the queen of no dairy. Brenda Richards, man, that woman is like amazing. If you get a chance to get over Ketogenic Dieters and meet Brenda Richards, she is very inspiring. Okay. Ketolicious Life says she's going to get some collagen because she just saw that on Body by T. Cool. Maybe I should too. I don't know though. Badge of honor, right? My arms are pretty... yeah, my arms are pretty bad. But honestly, I really don't think that collagen's going to do much for my arms at this point. They were really big, and I've lost quite a bit on my arms. You can now see my muscle here, and it's nice and pretty. But then I have like, a whole bunch of sag down here. When I'm clogging, it's an issue. I often have to wear like a tighter shirt to kind of like rein it in a little bit. My legs have some. I've lost a lot on my legs. I've gone from like, I think my thighs were 29 to 30 inches, somewhere around there when I started, and now they're 21. So holy crap, I've lost a lot on my thighs. So yeah, they're a little saggy. They're probably the most saggy, but whoever sees my thighs but my husband. And like I said, my husband's like the freaking awesomest man that ever lived. And he would literally love me if, anything happened to me. I could be literally nothing left but my upper torso and he would still adore me because that's just him. He's awesome. All right. Lisa says she just started collagen today. All right. You'll have to let me know how it goes. And Enchanted Alana says dry brushing, bruh. I have heard of dry brushing. I haven't tried dry brushing. I do use a brisk towel, and do that after my shower or my bath. But I haven't tried dry brushing either. I'm just too lazy. I got too much to do. Fascia blasting. I got time for that. I'm a busy mom of 9 kids, guys. 9 kids. If you didn't know that, got 9 kids. Oldest is 21. Youngest is 2, and I homeschool most of them. So yeah, I just don't have time for extra stuff. I'm just happy that I can run up the stairs. Chase after them a little bit. All right, what camera do I use? Good, a YouTube question. Woohoo, that's what we were supposed to be here for. YouTube. I actually shoot with a Sony A7II. It's my photography camera, and that's why it looks so beautiful, because I can use my lens to blur out the background. So you'll notice when I'm using my phone that my background doesn't blur at all, and I have to sit close to my background. With an DSLR, you can set the f-stop really low to 2.8 and blur out your background that way. You can also zoom the lens in that way and block out all of the mess. I mean, if you guys saw my room right now, I ain't showing it to you. It is bad. It's always bad because I got 40,000 kids bringing crap in here constantly. And I'll tell you, Laundry Mountain is only half dealt with right in front of me. So I am the queen of posting pretty things without showing the mess. That's just how it is. So that's what I shoot with. I'm actually looking into getting more of a vlogging camera, so I won't have to use my phone so much. I have been looking at some Canons. I think it was an SX7. I haven't decided. There's a lot of really cool videos out there on which cameras are best for vlogging. I saw a lot on, was it Video Influencers or Think Media? Those are his 2 channels. One of those has a really good one on the best ones. I've read articles, so I am definitely looking into a new camera. But for right now, I'm on my phone is a Galaxy S7, and that is what I am shooting all of my vlog stuff. If you can't tell that it's my nice camera, it's on my phone. All right, let's see. Anybody else have any more YouTube questions? Tammi Buckley, oh, I love you. Tammi Buckley is the nicest subby that ever lived. She comments on every video. She watches every video to the very end, and she watches all the keto channels. So thank you, Tammi Buckley. You are the best. Enchanted Alana says, so glad to join the live. Yes, I'm glad you're here. That's awesome. Let's see. Thank you, Ketolicious Life. If I can get past this stall, I will be happy. I've never lost weight like I have since I started keto. Yep, me too. I don't call it a stall, but I'm ready for a whoosh. If you guys haven't heard of the whoosh factor, basically, as you lose weight, your fat cells empty of fat, but your body doesn't necessarily believe you. And so it keeps your fat cells full of water. And right now, if I push anywhere in my body, I can feel hard little marbles pretty much everywhere, which tells me I have lost a ton of fat that has not, but the water is still holding open the fat cell. So when there's water in a fat cell, there's more tension. So you can actually feel the hardness of it. And the more fat you lose, the more you'll be able to feel those. It's weird. I thought I had cancer. Seriously, thought I had cancer in all of my lymph nodes the first time I felt that. Scared the living daylights out of me. Turns out it's just water and it's getting ready to flush. And I have a lot of that in me, so I know a whoosh is coming. And a whoosh is when your body basically finally gets tired of holding it open and finally believes that you're not going to refill it with fat and goes, okay, we can let it go. And whoosh, all the water goes out. And you will pee like more than you ever thought you could pee. Like, I'm talking like a pound of pee every hour. Okay, maybe that's dramatically too much, but it's a lot. It's a lot. Okay. Tammy says, my YouTube BFF. That's right. BFFs forever. Going Gonzo asks, do you enjoy these live sessions? I did my first one and it was an emotional rush. I saw how organized your page is and it inspired me to be more organized. I definitely need tips from you. Okay. Do I enjoy the live sessions? Yes and no. It scares the crap out of me. Every single time, like as I'm about to push the live thing, I go, ah, like, scary. I think part of the scariness comes from, will anybody actually show up? That's the honest truth. Like, I got a lot to say, but I don't want to just sit there and talk to a wall, you know, like, I love this back and forth. This really, really is my strong suit, so to speak. Talking to people. In real life, I am coaching a ton of people because I'm just so vocal about what I'm doing. And people will ask me. Recently, a really, really good friend of mine who's been watching me the entire time has finally got on board. So I talk about it a lot and I answer questions about it a lot and I coach people a lot. I am not a nutritionist or a dietitian. I cannot give out medical advice and I cannot give out meal plans. All I can do is share what works for me and help you with your macros, like to a degree. I help you get to ketogenic dieters where you can get them or give you basic guidelines on doing a macro like what I am doing. There's ketogains.com where you can plug your numbers in and get them that way. So I can definitely help with that. When it comes to YouTube, the organization of my channel, I decided from the very beginning that I wanted to make the videos easy to find because I knew that I was going to make a lot of them. So I started with playlists, and anytime I make a new video that doesn't fit in a playlist, I create a playlist for it even if there's only one video in that playlist. And then you can go into your, it's not the Creator Studio, but like in your PC, when you click on my channel, there's all these edit things that you can do. So you can edit your cover art, you can edit your profile picture, and you can edit like how your page is laid out. I highly recommend having an intro video or your most watched video be your main video, and then having your playlists that are most important to you listed first. So I want to have my ketogenic dieters because it shows how to do the diet, and my what to eat in a day videos to be my first two playlists because those are the most important things when someone's coming to my channel, and that's the content that I want them to find. Guys, check your homepage. A lot of you newer channels, I'm clicking on your name and it says user has no content, and I go, oh, they're not a YouTuber, and go back. And then later on, I'll click it again and I'll go, wait a minute, and I click the videos tab and there's all these videos. Make sure you have content on your homepage. Make sure it's easy to find. My 21-year-old is always criticizing me on my homepage. He comes upstairs and checks my homepage probably once every 2-3 weeks and criticizes me. He's kind of negative, but he knows it's crap about YouTube. And he pretends to not care about how my channel is doing, but I think he's secretly jealous. Because he tried a funny YouTube and it never went off. It never went crazy. So have a nice, clean explaining of what you're doing and cover photo. Show who you are. And I just got criticized by my son that my words are too tall and that you can't see when I'm doing the live chat. Don't know. So yeah, those are some tips on your YouTube page. And, you know, the prettier your page is, and honestly, I hate to break it to you, but the prettier your videos are, the more likely you are to catch a subby. If you haven't caught them in the first 3 seconds, you're probably not going to catch them. And I think that's why I'm only getting 100 subs per 1,000 views of my crazy video, the 1-year Ketoversary, because in the first 3 seconds of that video, I made crappy cuts of me drinking Creo brew with this flipping mug. I'm kicking myself. It cuts and jumps, and I shouldn't have done that. I didn't mean to do that. Yeah. I don't know why I did that, but I regret it. And like the first 3 seconds of my original video where I'm like, oh, hello. Dying. So embarrassing. I didn't know nothing about YouTube. But yeah, in the first 3 seconds, you got to be pretty. Your camera should be shooting this way, not portrait. Portrait for Instagram, this way for YouTube. Okay? That's huge. There's so many people that will go to your channel, and if you're shooting portrait, they'll be like, moving on, this person knows nothing. You need to look like you know what you're talking about. And when it comes to YouTube, that means looking good. So try and have a pretty background if you can, or a blank wall. Try not to have a cluttered area. Make sure you're in front of a window so that you look nice. You see my face looks so young. Guys, that's not all me. That's a lot the window. So do that. Do those things. If you have to be indoors, make sure you have good lighting and try not to make sure it's not overhead and it'll give you these black circles under your eyes and make you look like 100 years old. The light should come from above but to the side kind of, and shouldn't give you any dark circles under your eyes. You should look pretty. At least that's what I think. And guys, side lighting will make you look more manly. So that means light that's coming directly from the side. So if you have a window to the side of you and not to the front of you, it'll give you a dramatic light. It will make your muscles look more cut. I don't know. That's the things I can recommend for lighting right now. I'm a photographer, so that's my thing. That was my jam for 11 years. Enchanted Alana says, 14 pounds down in 9 weeks. Woohoo. That's awesome. That's awesome. What the heck? Okay. Yeah, I'm going to skip that. 9 kids, holy smokes. Thank you. My husband is here. Aw, how adorable. Mwah. I love you, babe. That's kind of embarrassing, and yet, hi. I don't know why it surprises me. I think he might be addicted to me. A little bit. After 23 years, you'd think he'd get tired. Nope. He's the best. All right. Hey, Kevin Clements, what's up? Good to see you. Kevin, I shouted him out in my last shout out, and he is awesome. He works out so much, and he actually does have gout. So the girl who was yelling at me saying I was going to get gout from this diet, I'm like, dude, go talk to Kevin, and he can tell you about gout. But he also can't do keto full on for that reason. Going Gonzo, I bought a Sony 6300 and you're confused? Well, yeah, I get it. Because you know what? I spent like probably the first 10 years of my kids' lives buying $1,000 cameras and not being able to figure out how to use them. If you want to PM me on Instagram, I'll see if I can help. If there's any like specific questions I can help with. I'm not really going to do like a camera like how-to video because that's not what fits my channel. But I can help if I can. I'll try. Tammy says, 9 beautiful children, she makes it look so easy. No, you will not believe how much I had to threaten the children that if the baby came up and interrupted my live video again, that they were going to be grounded from tablets for a week. Dude, like, you'd think with that many kids, they could keep the baby downstairs and keep him happy for an hour. I mean, come on, right? But I swear, every week he comes up here screaming at the door, and then I have to look like the world's worst mom because I'm like, to the 2-year-old, go ask somebody else. Go away. But, okay, and I will tell you, if you're curious about the 9 kids thing and how I do all of it, the answer is I don't do all of it all the time. So my housework is really bad. My house is always a freaking mess. My kids do most of it. And it's never really gorgeous. So if you come to my house, literally the cupboards are falling off the hinges. My baby has broken out all the little slats in the stair railing. Like, it's literally falling apart around here. I do my best, but like, it's just not my priority. Homeschool is my priority. So in the morning, that we always are doing homeschool. I do different homeschooling things on different days. The only one that does the same thing every day is my 4-year-old because she's doing an online program and I don't really do anything with her but just turn it on. So homeschooling is in the morning, and then I eat my food and I film, and then I go to dance. And I'm at dance for about 4 to 6 hours depending on the day, every single day, including Saturday. Yeah. So I spend a lot of time at the dance studio, and I wish that I could use that time more wisely. And I think, when I say I don't have time to do exercise, the dance studio is right next to a CrossFit. And I really think it's just because I'm a chicken. So maybe, I don't know, maybe my husband and I will do like a how pitiful is this lifting video some point. He has free gym, you guys. Free gym. All I have to do is sign a paper and turn it into his work, and we can go to the free gym. I really don't have an excuse. It's just getting to that place in my brain where I feel like that's what I can do. Enchanted Alana loves Laundry Mountain. It's always there. Taking over my world. Yeah, because seriously, yeah. Laundry is a never-ending chore. My oldest three or four-ish kids do their own most of the time. So I'm only washing for me, my husband, and the younger ones. But yeah, it's an overwhelming task, and I don't ever get it done, and I don't care. I mean, I really don't care. Not a priority. School's priority, dance is a priority, YouTube's a priority, my photography business is a priority. Warning, we're coming into dance portrait season. Usually, dance portrait season is enough to kill me, but this year I have 3 girls in competition in jazz and contemporary that they've never ever done before. So it's a whole new world, and I have YouTube, so things may actually fall apart. I may actually have to take a YouTube break some point in the spring. We will see. Wish me luck. All right, let's see. Autophagy takes care of loose skin. This is from Keto Eater. An extended fast, 5 or more days is great. Yeah, I don't know a lot about that. I have heard that. But I'm more concerned about losing my lean mass rather than my skin. So ketogenic dieters does not support extended fasting or water fasts or egg fasts or butter fasts or beef and butter fasts or any kind of fasts except for intermittent fasting up to 24 hours. And, I have to go by what they say because I am an advocate for that group. So right now I don't support that, and I don't really, like I said, I don't really care about my skin that much. I'd love to care, but I just don't care. Kevin Clement says the G7X is a good camera. Oh, is that the one I was looking at? Not S7X? G7X? Canon G7X, that's what I'm looking at. So we'll see if I can afford to buy one. All right. Going Gonzo says he was confused about how to load it on his MacBook. Good question. I know nothing about the Mac. So maybe you and Kev can get together and try and figure it out. A shooting in Kentucky? Oh no, that's awful. We actually had a shooting here around the corner from my house. I don't know, what do you think, Dave? 3 days ago, 4 days ago? And they haven't been able to catch the guy. He literally went inside someone's house and shot him multiple times and stole his car. And then a cop saw him looking suspicious and he pulled him over, and the guy shot at the cop. The cop didn't get shot, but then he ran away on foot, and it's totally freezing here. I don't know how they haven't found this guy. And as far as I know, they still haven't found him, and it's totally scary because it's within miles of my house. Yikes. Okay. Made keto panna cotta for the first time this week with erythritol and 10% cream. Enchanted Alana, did you make a video? Somebody should check it out if she did. I bet it's on Keto Connect. That sounds way too good for me to eat. I cannot eat anything desserty like that without feeling major cravings. I highly recommend, especially in the first month, not eating anything sweet if you can help it, because those sweet cravings are killer and they can come back at any time. All right. Going Gonzo said he was nervous to start at the gym, and then after that he was so pumped. So maybe that will be a collab in the future where Gonzo will tell me what to do and I will videotape myself doing it. That's an idea. Maybe we could do that. I'm totally petrified of that. All right. Everybody's having a conversation without me over here. Okay. Okay. Ketolicious Life says she needs her son to criticize her YouTube channel. I can do that for you if you want. I'll come over there and send you a message or something. I haven't figured out how to send messages to people who aren't my contacts on YouTube. Did you know you can have contacts on YouTube? Neither did I. And I only have 2 of them, and I don't know how I got them as contacts. So if anybody knows how to send a message to your subscribers or send a message even to just one person, I would love to make a video about that. Going Gonzo says his videos aren't pretty. Well, you're a guy, so you can get away with more than I can. Lighting. Watch Peter McKinnon. He's the master of vlogging. And his lighting is delicious, I must say. Okay, let's see. Anybody else asking me a question? You guys are all having a conversation without me. Am I going to have any more kids? Is that what you're asking, Destiny Punts? She has 4 boys and it's a handful. Yeah, it was a handful when I had 4 as well. We had 3 boys, and then we adopted a little girl from India when she was 3, and she is the best thing that ever happened to me. I adore her. You'll see her in my vlog videos. She's my beautiful dancer, and she is from India, and just the most graceful thing. And then after that, I had another boy. So I did have 4 boys and 1 girl at one point, and it was killer. But it passes, just like everything else. The hard part passes. You get to the point where, like I am now, where I can just say to the older kids, like, you're grounded from the tablet if the kids come upstairs. And hopefully it works, right? I mean, they can babysit. I'm really have more freedom now that I have so many kids. But the answer to your question is no. I am not having any more children. I am done having children. My husband got the snip after the last one almost killed me. It was probably more my weight that almost killed me, but yeah, we decided we had to be done, and I don't feel bad about that decision. I feel pretty good about it. I originally thought I might have 10, but 9 is good. And honestly, like, I'm just moving past that. I'm moving past that point in my life now. I'm 43. I'm ready to think about myself a little bit, and it's hard to think about yourself when you're just changing diapers and potty training and making sure people do their schoolwork, and it's just the day in, day out of the same old, you know? So yeah, you're in the thick of it right now. You're in the thick of it, and it does pass, and you will miss it later. Everyone says that. It's so cliche, but it's so true. I totally miss my 21-year-old being an adorable little 9-year-old, 10-year-old philosopher. He has turned from a sweet little 10-year-old philosopher thinking about everything. I mean, he would ask me so many questions about God and about where we came from and the universe and everything like that. And I guess I must have gave crappy answers because he decided as an adult that he didn't believe in any of that. But you know, what can you do? They do what they're going to do no matter what you do. So I do the best I can. All right. You are so right. Oh, Tammy Buckley says, I'm right when it comes to tracking. I didn't track on paper, just in my head. I started tracking on paper and realized I was way overeating carbs in tomatoes. I wanted to cry. Yeah, don't forget, though, that you can do net carbs on your veggies and fruits. Fruit loosely. Fruits on keto is basically avocado, tomato, and berries like strawberries, blueberries, blackberries, raspberries. That's pretty much it for keto stuff. But you can subtract the fiber from those, even if you're doing more of a net carb approach, so that you can get more veggies in. And you can even go as far as Dr. Berg and say 7 cups of veggies in a day. I can't get that many in, but I wouldn't worry as much about fibrous veggies. But tomatoes, yeah, got to be careful on those. Make sure you track them. Kevin says he has gout flare-ups, but it's not from doing keto. He's been advised not to do keto because of the gout. Yeah. This girl yesterday, Pat Highland, was it on my, it was on my way in, where she basically said she went to my board and there was tons of people getting gout and I'm doing unhealthy stuff and I refuse to listen to reason and I can continue on as much as I want to. Pat, if you're watching, I hope you're not watching, but wow, that was kind of mean. I mean, just saying. People, you can tell me what you think. I don't mind, but like, don't be rude. Like, come on, be nice. I'm nice. Be nice. Deb Olson says she's eating her bacon. Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm starving and it's been an hour. So soon I'm going to have to go because I need bacon too. All right. Bacon is live. All right. They're still talking about cameras. I love that you're helping him, Kevin. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And then Kevin had to go. Let's see. Why don't I have my own TV show? Yeah. Dude, Going Gonzo, what's your real name? I feel weird calling you Gonzo. Why don't you have your own TV show? You have all the ingredients. Kids, weight loss, a great hubby, awesome personality, and great on camera. Because my house is a freaking mess. I'd have to hire someone to clean my house and make it look pretty. No, I don't have a TV show because that would be like way too invasive. YouTube is perfect. I can choose what I show and what I don't, and I like that. So, but yeah, thank you. That would be hilarious, but no. Have you guys seen the YouTube channel Norp and South? I mean, if you want to watch another Mormon family with 9 kids, they are freaking amazing. They sold everything and they started traveling the country in an RV with 9 kids. Then they sold their RV and now they're traveling the world. All on MLM doTERRA funds. That's nuts. But yeah, I like them. They're so fun to watch. All right. Hi, everybody. Pat, mean and rude. Think she was jealous? Well, maybe. I mean, she probably believes what she's saying. I think she really does feel like that what I'm doing is way too high protein. But honestly, like every article I've read on how much protein you should eat to be healthy and build muscle is what, like 0.8 per pound or something like that, which is basically what I'm doing. So it's not really high. I'm not that worried about it. Really, the thing that throws people for the loop is that the protein grams are higher than the fat grams. And that's too confusing for their brains to realize that in calories in the pie chart, the fat is still higher, way higher than the protein, double the protein. Because protein only has 4 calories per gram and fat has 9. And so when it comes out in the pie chart, it still works out. So it's a higher gram number when you go by macros. All right. Another Norp and South viewer. Woohoo. All right. They're the best. They're so adorable. I mean, like, and attractive. Anyway. Celina Foster wants to know what my goal weight is. My secret goal weight, it's not really secret, is 135 pounds. I don't know if I'll ever get that small. It seems like the unreachable goal. 150 would be really, really nice. 135 is because that's the weight I was when I first realized that I was fat when I was 10. So to me, it would be like killer awesome to literally be skinnier or way less than I ever have in the last, since I was 10. So 135 is my secret goal. My realistic goal would be in the 150s. Your hubby says you'll be too thin at 140-ish. Yeah, I mean, everybody tells me I'll be too thin. Are you kidding me? Everybody. But what's so funny is that when I was 374 pounds, nobody told me I was too fat. Whatever. Let's see. So yeah, this is where we differ. Going Gonzo says, don't eat more than 30 or 40 grams per meal, and 0.8 per pound is too much for him. It's overkill. Be careful. He gained too much weight doing that much protein. If I start gaining weight, I'll tweak stuff. And Keto Gains definitely, like if you go to Keto Gains and do their macros, their protein level tends to be a little bit lower. The main reason that ketogenic dieters has a higher protein and a way lower fat is because we're really trying to cut the fat and not the muscle. It's kind of like a play on a PSMF, only not as extreme. It's still sustainable, but it's only sustainable to when you're done losing fat. And then, of course, you would raise up your fats and you could bring down your protein at that point. If I'm gaining weight, I would definitely think about switching. I've thought about switching to Ketogains macros because, like, for me, I think it would be like 90 protein and 86 fats and 20 carbs. So it's similar to what I'm already doing. I do eat 60 grams of protein per meal, sometimes more. I'm not worried about it right now, but, you know, that's why we do things different. You know, we don't have to always agree. All right. Faithful viewer, Melissa Fitzpatrick. Awesome. The 30 grams is a limit only because it's all the body can digest and process at a time. It's not a keto thing. Okay, I'll have to look into that. You can share the science of that with me. I really was doing 30 to 40 at first, but that's because I split my macros into 3 meals, and I can't stand to do that. And honestly, I don't mind if the body can't process it because I need to eat enough that I'm satiated. I have to feel full, and I don't want to pack on my energy, my fats. And so I'm packing a little bit more protein in order to keep my digestion busy a little longer. But I space my meals way out, so there's lots of time between meals. Usually they're far apart. Like I said, I usually eat around noon and 8, 9, 10 o'clock at night. Lisa M says, why didn't you start your channel sooner? I ask myself that a lot. It wasn't the right time. God didn't lead me to it. I didn't really think about it. I was too embarrassed. I didn't want to be seen in public, let alone on YouTube. A myriad of reasons. Like I said, I wasn't me. I wasn't myself. And I didn't feel like I had anything to say until I'd lost 100 pounds and could prove I knew what I was doing. Does that make sense? And really, honestly, I started this channel not for me. I actually started it for ketogenic dieters because there's so many people on that board that read the pinned post and are still like clueless and they have no idea. And so I thought maybe they just needed another way to learn because, you know, I'm a homeschooler. So my first thought was maybe they just don't get written word and they need voices telling them what to do. So that's why I started the channel. So yeah, it wasn't really for me I started it, though I kind of wish I had. But heck, I wish I would have started doing a photography channel way back when too. I mean, I didn't know it was so fun. It's really fun. PJMS. That's almost like PSMF. What does it stand for, PJMS? We are all different. Eat to feel full. Stay under 20 carbs. Eat when hungry. Yeah, I don't get hungry very often. It's a good rule of thumb, but I basically eat when I want to eat because I want to eat. I don't really eat when I'm hungry because I don't really get hungry. Probably because of the higher protein. I don't know. All right. Gonzo says, I was a personal trainer for decades. You can go higher on protein, but don't get too much. Try not to go over 30% of your nutritional intake. Yeah, I know I said 35 to 40% on my video, but it's actually really more like 30 to 35. It just depends on the day. Sometimes I go way over just because I love it. I love protein. I love cheese. So I'll put my like 60 grams of protein and forget that I'm going to add a bunch of cheese and I'll get a little bit crazy. So I'm trying to watch that, keep it lower. But not too low. In my first video, I talked about it. Yeah, don't watch that video, though. Please. It's so embarrassing. Yeah, I did. I talked about why I didn't do YouTube or why I didn't. I have several times, actually. Probably on every live, actually, and in my first video. And I think my 130 pounds video, something like that. All right, folks, I'm going to have to call it a day. We've been on here for over an hour, and I'm starving. Just kidding. Not really, but... Oh, wait. Oh, man, don't say things like that. I don't have a photography channel. I never did it. Want to Be Better has is a photographer as well. No, I don't. If you want to follow me on my photography, you have to go to Facebook, and it's Modern Expressions Photography. And you can check me out there. Gonzo says, I'm really enjoying your channel. No, I really enjoy your channel. You're such a nice person. I'm all about positive, even though I seem like that mean former Marine. My wife thinks I scare people. I don't mean to. Yeah, but that's your personality. I mean, you got to be who you are, right? I mean, and if it works, it works. People are watching you, so people like that. I don't know. Like, people like me because I'm nice, but I'm nice because I'm just nice. I don't know. I'm a Mormon. Mormons are nice. All right. Okay. Everybody follow my photography page on Facebook. Plug. Just kidding. I don't care. And if you want to find me on Instagram, it's just Keto Chaos. I'll add you on there, and I post pictures of what I eat a lot and my macros. I always remember to put my macros on Instagram, and I don't always on my videos. I'm still recording everything I'm eating, so I will be putting out those weekly videos as much as I can. And yeah, that's the way it's going to be. You want the photo channel name one more time? Modern Expressions Photography on Facebook. All right. Thanks, Fox. Oh, no flirting. My husband's on this channel, remember? Yep, Modern Expressions. That's right. Okay. I gotta go. I really do. I love y'all. You're the awesomest. Mwah, 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 mwah. Keep watching my videos. Keep sharing. Keep liking. Keep commenting. If you have a channel, post it below and I will check it out. And if you watched this live to the end and you weren't here, be sure to post a heart in the comment section so that I know you made it, because you're my BFF. Thanks for the hearts. All right. Bye, everybody. Love you all.